Today we are going to do a get ready with me, very chatty. I have a bunch of things that I've been saving up to talk about, things that I'm like, I want to get their opinion, or I just want to say this. So it's going to be a bunch of those things. I'll try not to get controversial because that is not what my channel is about. I like to have people leave my videos feeling happy and feeling good, not feeling angst. But I might touch a little bit on some angst. So I'm not going to talk too much about the makeup itself. I will say that the first thing I'm going to try is a new SPF sunscreen. This is from the Inkey List. This is sold at Sephora, and it is their Dewy Sunscreen SPF 30. It says it hydrates and primes and protects. The first thing that I want to talk to you guys about. If you have been around here for any length of time, in other words, watching my videos, you know that my favorite moisturizer is, where is it? I got it out, is the Eucerin Urea Repair. This is just amazing on my skin. It's for dry skin. I'm not buying it anymore. I refuse to buy it anymore, and here's why. So, nothing against Eucerin. The only thing I have against Eucerin is that they don't sell it in stores. Like, I cannot find this. I can't even find it on their website. The only place I can find it is on Amazon. Let me go back. I told you guys, it was in a video, I've already talked to you guys about this subject, where I watched this documentary on Netflix about, I think the documentary is called Broken, and they talk about different subjects, and one of them is people who put out counterfeit products and they sell it as a third party on places like Amazon. Now, I know Amazon is trying to crack down on this, but Amazon's a massive company and they have massive amounts of sellers. So when I try to go find this, I can't find it any place except Amazon, and it is by a third-party seller. Now, they may be a very reputable seller. I don't know. But that's the fact. I don't know. Some of these things could be stolen. Again, I don't know. I'm not accusing anyone who's selling this. I'm just saying that this in general is a problem on Amazon. And I think Walmart has done some similar things where they have third-party sellers. And I just think buyer beware. There's things that look like it is the actual product and it is not. I mean, this documentary, if you can find it, go watch it. It is eye-opening and scary, just really scary. So I refuse to buy it anymore because it is by a third-party seller. If you want to make sure you're buying it from the real seller, it needs to say sold by Amazon and shipped by Amazon, or it is sold by Eucerin, shipped by Amazon, or something like that. It needs to say no other name but the product or the manufacturer of the product you're buying and Amazon. If it has anybody else's name on it, I just don't trust it. There's just a lot of sketchy stuff out there, and there also could be amazing sellers on there, and I feel bad, but I also just know there's no way of really knowing. So I went on a hunt. I wanted to find something that was like this, and I haven't found it yet, but I'm on the hunt. If you guys use a facial moisturizer that has urea in it, that really works for you, let me know. Eucerin, if you happen to see this, I'm sure you're not going to, but if you do, why don't you sell this in America? You can only get this overseas. Like, why is this not allowed to be sold in the United States? I just don't understand that. I don't know. So, because you can find this on their website, but they don't sell it on their website. Okay, I'm not going to talk about this, but you guys are going to be like, what is she doing? I need to test these against each other. This is the Thank Me Later green primer, and green negates red. And since, as you guys can see, I am definitely red. I have rosacea. It's mild, but it definitely shows. So I'm comparing this with, this is Cicapair Dermagreen Solutions is Tiger Grass Color Correcting Treatment by Dr. Jart. I just wanted to compare it and see which one does better. Okay, do you guys see that? Do you see the Dr. Jart seems to do more negating? I had a video that I did, not sure how long ago, more than a year, way more than a year. All of a sudden it started getting some attention. I'm not sure why. I don't know if it was my series, my hair series that triggered it. I don't know. It's funny when videos become more into the public eye around people who don't know me. The comments are just a little bit more spicy. Not spicy like risque, but just spicy like they can be rude. It's so funny because that video, it says like how to have professional looking hair, longer hair, long hair. I think that was my mistake. I should have said longer hair. I have had a few comments in the past week or so. One woman was just so stinking rude. She's like, honey, I don't worry, but she was just rude. She was just rude. And thank you for putting me in my place. So she's like, your hair isn't long. And I just laughed at this. I'm like, okay, what is considered long? Now my hair is longer now than it was in that video. Not much, but it is longer. She's like, your hair isn't long. I'm like, okay, I wouldn't consider my hair short in that video. So where's the length? Who's the length ruler, or what's the rule on length? When is your hair considered long? I guess I should have said medium length. I don't know, but who gives a rip? Okay, can I just tell you how long this is taking? Oh, my heart. Okay, and she wasn't the only one. There was a couple more. So apparently I hit a nerve on maybe those who have really long hair and they don't want somebody calling somebody with shorter hair long, like they want that name just for themselves. It's just, to me, is curious. I don't know. Oh, there it goes. Finally. Oh, this is nice and creamy. Another woman commented today, or this morning I woke up to it. I'm like, why do I look at comments when I wake up? Don't do that, Bobby. It just does not help my psyche. And I need to learn to just not do it. I know one YouTuber, she doesn't read her comments. She just doesn't. But I hate that because I want to connect with you. But it really is, it takes its toll. But what she said was something like, you have really shiny hair, but in my opinion, none of these styles are professional. Sorry. Did that make you feel better that you complimented me first, but yet you don't think anything was professional? And it made me laugh. I actually literally watched the entire thing again today because I was like, really? Do I not look professional? And I'm like, I do look. The only one I would question is I put my hair up in a clip in the back, and okay, maybe somebody would think that that's not professional. I did this video when I was working at the school, and I would get to the point where I was just like, I have got to get my hair off my neck. And so how do you do that? And I was trying to show how I would put it in a clip to get it off of my neck but still look relatively professional. But apparently I hit a nerve again. So I'm just like, you can't win. You just can't win. There's a lot of more important things in this world to be concerned about. That is not one of them. I'm going to be using the Clinique Even Better. I really like it. Oh, I have to tell you something on that video. Some other comment. Okay. Forgive me if you can hear the fan. I've got to not die in here. I did a video about Jason Wu Cosmetics. One woman commented, wow, is there anything you like? I usually enjoy watching you. This one? Not so much. Sorry. Sometimes I don't reply to negative things because honestly, anything I say will sound rude back. And I just don't want to play that game. That's not what I want to do. But sometimes either I'm in a mood or I just feel like, you know what? I'm going to defend myself because I think what you're saying is wrong. This is one of the cases. I said to her, I assume my viewers want my honesty more than fake positivity. That is what I said back, which I did not think was rude. I was telling her my thought process. I am not going to do a video about products that I've never tried. It's the first time I'm trying it. I say very clearly, this is the first time I'm using it. So, you know, you have to take that with a grain of salt. I could literally not like anything I've tried. Anything. Or I could love everything. Usually it's a mix, and in this case it was. I was actually putting on this foundation in that video, and I said I liked it. I loved his primer, and I said that. I actually liked the mattes in the eyeshadow palette. I didn't like the glitters, but I liked the mattes. And there were some things I didn't like. I am not going to pretend I like everything. I will be honest. And I think that's what you guys want. Literally right after that, another person said, great video. I appreciate your honesty so much. I feel like other reviewers will just say anything, will just say everything is great just to earn commissions. And then she asked me to keep her posted on some things. Literally that was in the same day, which I appreciate. Tell me, guys, do you not like it if I'm negative? I mean, do you really want me to just rave about things and show you only the things that I think are good? Or do you want me to review something I'm trying and give you my honest opinion whether I think it works for me? You always have to keep that in mind. When I am trying out a product, it's my face. It's my skin, my issues, my age, my wrinkles. It's all me. So therefore, you have to take that in the thought process of if it works or not. So it might work for you, but it didn't work for me. And something that works wonderful for me might not work for you. Tell me your thoughts. I really want to know. Do you feel that I'm a negative person? Like, tell me that. Do you feel like I try on a bunch of things, but she's always so negative? Like, do you think that? I don't think I am, but you know, if I am, I will take constructive criticism. Believe me, I am fine with that. I'm just going to tell you right now, I am loving this. I'm going to say it again. See, I'm not negative. I really like this foundation. It's just, it's not completely covering. Like, I definitely can see some things coming through. Oh, I got it in my contacts though. Oh, I can barely see right now. Oh, that's better. I'm trying to look also at the green on my face. Like, did one do better than the other after all was said and done? And I honestly, I see no difference between the two. None. I often think that these green things just don't do a bloomin' thing. Another thing about comments. Sometimes y'all comment from a video that's like a year old, and I have no recollection of what I said. Like Zippo. And I have to go watch the video to be able to remind myself, like, what in the world did I say to give that comment? In this video, I said, this exemplifies my wrinkles or something like that. And I listened to it and I'm like, I don't think I'm using that word right. I don't think exemplifies is the word. I think amplifies. It makes it louder. Exemplify. So I'm like, I'm surprised no one called me out on that one. One woman commented just recently, it was actually the Jason Wu video, and she was very respectful in how she said it, but I said in it, I couldn't open a package, and I said I'm spastic. I have never known, I did not know in any way that someone can be, that's a syndrome or it's a medical condition, being spastic. I had no clue. So she called me out on it. She said, I have a family member who is spastic. You shouldn't really say that. And she was kind. She wasn't at all rude. And those I'm fine with. And I did respond back and I said, I apologize. I didn't even know. She hasn't responded back. So I'm hoping she's not that mad at me, but there's nothing I can do about it. I didn't know. So it was complete ignorance on my part. But those I don't mind. Like, if I say something that is derogatory towards somebody and I don't know that, call me out on it. you know, if I'm using a word wrong, call me out on it. Like I used to say, especially. Oh boy, that was a couple years ago. I said it in a video, and I don't know how many people were like, that is not a word. You don't say it that way. Some people were rude, and some people were just like, I think you're using that, you're saying that wrong. So I learned to say especially, not especially. So, okay. All right, enough about comments, I think. I need to do my eyebrows, but one thing I'm learning to do is to clean off my eyebrows before I start. Like I just take my washcloth that I washed my face with in the morning, and I just kind of rub the area. It just prevents my whatever products I'm going to put on my eyebrows from adhering better. And I just started doing this, and man, it has made a difference. I know that I don't know her name, Sherry. It's Sherry. I forgot her name of her channel. She said this just recently, but she uses a micellar water, and I don't even have that. I should get some just to try the way she does it, because it is a good idea, because then it would actually have a cleaner on it. While that's drying, I am going to use a new product to me. It's Ulta Beauty's Matte Eye Primer. They didn't send this to me. It was in a free like thing that if you bought so many Ulta Beauty products, you got a free bag of stuff. A lot of the stuff was stuff I'm like, no, but this was one of them, and I'm glad they sent it because I wanted to try it. Hopefully it won't dry out my eyes. Like the Jason Wu one dried out my eyes really badly. I was very negative about it. This one's farther down. I hate that. My eyebrows don't look even. Okay, what else did I want to tell you guys about? I have a list. Okay, this kind of goes into comments again because I want to respond, and sometimes there's just too many comments, so I don't want to keep saying the same thing over and over again. So sometimes I just address it in these kind of videos. Okay, I get the impression that you think I am showing you a product to get you to buy the product. And sometimes I think I should just say in the video, like right from the get-go, I am showing this to you for you to see if this is something that you want to purchase. I am reviewing it. I am not trying to get you to buy everything I'm showing you. My job and how I look at it is I'm going to show you how it works. I'm going to put it on my face, or I'm going to use a product. I'm going to, you know, sometimes I do home things, and I'll show you how I've used a product to organize or whatever it is I'm showing you. My goal is for you to have enough information for you to make a decision whether this is something you want or not. My goal is not to get you to buy the thing. If you choose to buy it, do I love if you use my links? Of course, that helps me to do my job. For you to do that, I get a small commission, and all the things that you see me use, I have to buy. I do get some PR, I don't get a lot. 95% of the stuff you see me use, I have bought. When you use my links, that helps me to buy those things. Maybe you think that, and maybe I'm coming across wrong that way. Again, tell me below. The comments in this are going to be fun. So maybe I need to just say that in my videos and just remind. I know there's another YouTuber who does that, and she'll say, remember this, I'm not trying to get you to buy it. My goal is to show it to you. Okay, here's another thought. I sometimes feel, and I wonder if you guys feel this way too, when I watch certain YouTubers or Instagrammers, I feel like they are constantly, some of them, constantly showing new things, and they make it sound like it's the most amazing thing. Now, I have no problem with one day you've tried a mascara and you think it's amazing, and then the next day you do a different mascara and you think it's amazing. I have no problem with that. You could easily have 2, 5, 6, 8 mascaras right in a row, and each one was amazing, because mascaras are one of those, you've used it and you love it or you don't love it. Skincare, on the other hand, in my opinion, is not one of those things. If you, in my opinion, how many times am I going to say that? If you are saying a skincare line or a certain skincare product that you're using, and last week it was, oh, I'm getting like lines from outside. See it? Okay, it's not on my face yet. Last week it was this one brand and you're like, I loved it. And then the next week is a whole different brand and you're like, I loved it. How in the world do you know you've loved something with skincare? You have to use like the entire bottle. In my opinion, I think you do. You need to know. Sometimes you know right away, like if you have a reaction that's negative. I usually think it's a negative reaction that you know right away. If you've had, okay, I gotta shut them because I'm seeing it coming in. I have a hard time trusting a YouTuber or an Instagrammer. I don't watch TikTok, but it would be TikTok too. That's saying each day is a new product that they're loving of a skincare line that they just started using, but last week they were saying about another one that they loved. Do you guys feel this way? Am I the only one who feels this way? Okay, can I just say that I literally think my face looks more red than it normally does. I mean, I use those primers and I literally see so much red coming through. And I know that the foundation is a light coverage. This is nowhere near a full coverage foundation, but I do feel like it's even more red than normal. I still have a little bit of foundation left over. I'm gonna see if I can cover up this redness just a little bit more. So I don't think either of those green things worked. Yeah, it's a little better, right? So what is happening with me as far as diet goes? I have not posted anything in quite a while, and that is on purpose. I have been struggling greatly. I've gained a lot of weight back, just being honest. Discouraging, yes. And it's not from me trying to diet and it not working. It's been me really not doing anything. I have been exercising, but I am proof that exercising alone will not help you to lose weight. So what am I doing? Well, I'm not doing anything. Well, I shouldn't say that. I just started doing something, but I'm going to keep it private. Here's why. It's very difficult to do a weight loss program publicly. I learned my lesson the hard way. I have been kind of in research mode, and I have decided on trying something new, and I'm just not going to share it yet. I do have, in case you, let me get my mirror around. In case you don't know, I do have a Facebook group called Mindful Health, and it's free. It's a private group. It's only for women who are at least over 40 and who want to lose weight. Although we do talk sometimes about non-weight things, but I try to really keep it health related. I told my group in there, I just lost my train of thought, totally gone, just flew away. What was I saying? I will just go on with a new thought. Okay, I was influenced by Jessica Braun. She said she loves this Real Techniques brush for like bronzer or blush. Blech, I can't talk. Bronzer or blush that is cream. It is the Real Techniques number 449. Oops. And I will agree with her. It's very good for that. So I am doing something, and what I'm going to do is do this thing for 90 days. And I'm just going to see what my body does with it. I am filming. I have no idea if I will have it come to fruition. I promise nothing. I struggle with people they'll come and they're like, what are you doing? And then they start doing what I'm doing. And if I tank, I have a track record of tanking. And then I not only have disappointed myself, but now I've disappointed others. And I just really struggle with that whole thing. And I don't want to be part of helping people tank on their diets. And I know I'm not responsible for what other people do, but if I have an influence in a negative way, that bothers me. I don't want to be a negative influence to people. So I'm going to do it privately. I have learned that if I'm going to do anything weight related, I will share after the fact. So I will share what happened as I was doing it. Man, my face is glowy. It's just a little too glowy for me. I'm going to try the Ulta Beauty's blush. I just got this. It says it's lip and cheek, but I put it on my lips and it literally looked like a little bit of color with a whole bunch of glitter. I'm like, yeah, no, not using that. Oh, that really blends really easily. Man, Ulta Beauty, you're like hitting it out of the park. This is beautiful. What color is this? Mood. And that I like, even though I feel like I have grease on my cheeks. Okay, that's so much better. Oh my goodness. I mean, I don't mind having a little bit, but I don't want it to be greasy. I mean, do y'all see the difference to that side? And that, it's still got some glow, maybe still too much glow. I don't think I like this sunscreen. I have dry skin, so if I'm using something that's so glowy, but I can control it with powder, the powder's just going to look cakey and dry on me, because that's what it does for me. So I just don't think I like that. I'm gonna give that sunscreen to Rachel. She loves a glowy look. Oh, that's far better, right? Okay, I'm gonna use the Persona eyeliner. I think of all the eyeliners I did in my 2 eyeliner videos, this is my favorite. I think it because it goes on so easy. It's very dark brown. Okay, my hair series that I just did, that was a week ago that posted. A lot of you said you loved it. It's funny, the views were actually lower than normal. So I actually think for my channel, it seems you guys don't like a specific product that I'm talking about. Like in that one, I showed 4 different specific products. So, and I get that. If you're not interested in that one product, you're not going to watch the video. So I totally get that. But those of you who did watch, you did like it. I got a lot of questions about would I buy the Shark one? Which one did I keep? The Shark one or the Lange one? I kept the Shark. The Lange one I returned because I didn't need it. It didn't give me the volume that I thought it would based on the fact that that's what its job was. I mean, it was okay. Blow dryer was definitely a good blow dryer, but I liked the Shark better. A few of you, this is the series where I felt like a lot of you were like, this is something I will not buy. So that's what made me think that maybe sometimes I need to say, I'm not trying to get you to buy it. I'm trying to inform you, but maybe you're just informing me that I've chosen not to buy it after you've informed me about it. A few of you also said, commented when I was doing the Shark one, you said it looks like it's too bulky and heavy and you couldn't hold it. I have severe arthritis in my hands. I have no problem holding it. And so I clearly did not come across well in the video showing that because I had no problem holding it. It does look bulky, but it really is not bulky. You get the hang of where to put it in your hand to do either the coils or the brush. So, but I get why people thought that because it does look bulky. Wow, that color is like the exact color of my lip liner. It's Laura Geller's Happy Hazelnut. Yes, Happy Hazelnut, and then Standing Ovation in e.l.f. These are like completely the same color. Like, what a beautiful little combo. And I went outside of the lines. Easy for me to do. Feel like all that powder kind of tapped down my shadow some. I'm not happy about that. This is the Coral Crush from Ulta Beauty, another Ulta Beauty one. I really like the little one. I'm using the Rephr number 4 brush. I love this for powder blush. I just think it's so pretty. Yeah, that's better. Maybe it's too much now. All right, simple look as far as like I didn't do really an eye look at all. The lipstick's very strong. Okay, but I like it. It's kind of a simple look, but I look like I did my makeup. All right, so that is all the things I wanted to chat with you about. Hopefully I didn't get myself into more trouble with what I said because sometimes I do that and you know, it's just hard. You want to share but you know that it could come back to bite you on the tush. If you want to watch another very chatty video, I will link one right here. This is what gave me the idea to talk to you guys about the whole Amazon stuff, because I talk about it in there. But I do talk about a whole bunch of other stuff, and I will link that video right here. I'll see you in that one or another one. God bless.